Hello, fabulous Aquarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of March 2018, looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing month it is. We start with a full moon, we end with a full moon, and in the middle we have this beautiful, positively aspected, having all kinds of harmonious conversations, kind of new moon happening that is so healing and so encouraging as well. I'm excited to tell you about it all. So let's start with the full moon right out of the gate. As we start this month, we have a full moon taking place in a decidedly financial part of your sky. It's a part of the sky that has to do with your relationship to financial institutions. It has to do with things like big money, if you will, and it has to do with things like grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments, tax returns, benefits you may qualify for. So for some people, this energy will be experienced very much on a financial front, and it looks like you're making some smart decisions where it comes to your financial future and your financial reality. And this may lend itself to thinking about what things are worth, what they are not worth. I also feel, as I look at this, that this part of the sky has to do with understanding wealth in general, and especially the wealth within you. And so you may be doing some work on understanding how it is and where it is you can redefine and recognize the wealth that is in your life right now. Here's the thing, Neptune is standing across the sky from this full moon. Even with that beautiful supportive connection with Saturn that gives you that long-term perspective, it's that much easier to come about. Just keep in mind that it can sometimes, with that Neptune standing across, I feel almost like if there is some type of funding that you're really hoping will come in, it may, but it may be that there's something a little bit different. It may also be that there's a little bit of a delay on that. Keep in mind, when there is such strong financial energy happening for you, it means that the money you need is there. Sometimes you just have to be a little bit more patient, you have to follow through a little bit more, but the money you need absolutely is there and will be there. Now, the other way of understanding this part of the sky is more personal. It has to do with understanding how cared for you are by a loving universe. And you may be doing some work on that as well, fortifying your connection, but also in terms of your relationships to others as well, and recognizing how they bless your life and how that actually helps you that much more moving forward. Now, as we move to the middle of the month, the financial energy will continue with this beautiful new moon we're having. This is happening in a part of the sky that has to do with the money that you spend and money that you earn. So here's the thing with this beautiful new moon and why I keep emphasizing it. It is speaking in supreme harmony with Jupiter. It is also speaking in harmony with Pluto as well. And it is happening very close in the sky with Chiron. Chiron is an asteroid, and it is a symbol in astrology that represents a few things, including healing, profound healing, represents vulnerability, and it represents evolving beyond what was, whether a sore spot or something that felt like a sensitive area. It is growing beyond that and knowing that you are better. And this is the kind of sky that will let you know that you are better. I do think that it is very likely a financial opportunity will come up, and in some way there is a sense of you being healed through this. Now, it could be just as little as affirming your self-worth for you and helping you to recognize that you are appreciated and what you do is valuable. It could go even beyond that. Like if you are someone who's involved in the healing professions of any kind, you're using this energy that much more to your advantage. And keep in mind that there's some connection here also because of that Jupiter connection. I feel with Jupiter, with Pluto, there's something very karmic about what is going to happen now and the developments that take place for you now. So whether those developments are on the financial front, whether those developments are on the self-esteem front, it almost feels like its time has come and that you are ready for the great things ahead. As we move to the later part of the month, we have a full moon taking place. Now, this is a powerful full moon, I must say. It's one I got my eye on. And that is because it is standing across the sky from a retrograde Mercury. It is speaking with Mars and Saturn as well. Now, this full moon is happening in fellow air sign Libra. So it tends to be energy you can use that much more to your advantage. But I must say the conversation that this larger conversation happening is the type of conversation that astrologers call a T-square, which means it has some tension to it. So it's very interesting to me. I'm looking at this and I'm feeling like there's a strong desire here to make change, to go out, to make something happen. There's also a desire here to pull back, to be smart, to have a more restrained approach. Now, this is going to speak to a few different areas. One area has to do with long distance travel. It can also touch on immigration, citizenship, higher learning, legal matters as well are covered by this. Whatever it is that does show up, keep in mind, there's no surprise here. I'm not seeing surprise energy around this particular full moon. What I am seeing, a much more dominant energy around this full moon, is that it is revealing, or at least showing you more obviously, what has already been there. And the other part, as I said, that smart way forward. There may be a part of you that wants to kind of react, wants to kind of take action, but you're able to understand what is going to get you to the goal that you want. Mercury will be retrograde, so my advice to you would be, above all the signs, if any sign out there needs to give themselves lots of extra time if they're traveling, it certainly would be you. If there's any sign out there that certainly should not be signing any kind of contracts this month or next month, or agreements, it certainly would be you in particular, because of the placement of this full moon and also Mercury retrograde season that starts this month as well. Now, when it comes to matters of love, a few things stand out to me here. So the first I want to say, I love that this Mercury retrograde is moving through a part of the sky that has to do with communication. It is a harmonious placement to you, and ultimately this will allow you to find the right words to express what it is you want in every area of life, including love as well. Mercury is the ruling planet of the part of the sky for you that has to do with what the heart truly wants. And so you will find ways and mull over ways and reconsider ways to actually express what it is that you really want in love and why. And I see this as being a big theme this month. And whether or not you're able to directly express it to someone that you're interested in, that someone that you're hoping something more would happen with, or your partner, you will find people with whom you can talk about matters of the heart with. So let's take into consideration if you are someone open to meeting someone new. Want you to be a little bit careful about online connections this month, okay? Because it is that online connection that really the reality could be very different than what you were expecting. And yet it is a great time to have somebody that you feel you can talk to or get to know, if you will, and feel a sense of, this is somebody that I'm getting to know. It could become romantic, but at least I can talk to them and talk to them about many things. That's the kind of connection I see possible for you this month. If you are someone in an established bond, it looks like you may be really coming to understand more deeply some consideration related to your partner or related to love and your experience of love. So whether that is a philosophical consideration, whether it's more practical, it looks like there's some negotiating, some talking things out, and possibly even talking to somebody else about helping you to understand more deeply the dynamics of a particular situation. Keep in mind, not the time for a decision, like a firm decision between you and your partner, not the time for that, but certainly the time to consider another perspective. Part of what I love about this month for you is that it is so varied. It's like it's busy, there's other people, and you're talking to people, and at the same time, it's personal as well. You're coming to understand what you value. You're coming to understand wealth differently also. And ultimately, this will strengthen you. It will enliven you to move your life powerfully forward. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful for it. You can get a video like this every week by logging on to astrofabulous.com or nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded exclusive video scopes each and every week. All of this in the superstar space. So much in the superstar space, I must say. Thank you to my superstars. Thank you to my friends and fans. Truly grateful for this moment with you. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.